What is going on at the Home Office? It seems to be in constant catastrophe.
No, rank incompetence. If there was any department in the government that I'd like to scrap and start all over again, it's the Home Office, because it seems to be failing on pretty much every single duty it has. And the first duty of government is to keep the country safe. And hearing the numbers about hundreds of people fleeing from so-called secure accommodation really should set alarm bells ringing in the commentariat and also within government to put some more focus on this. I mean, all too often we hear about people being known to the authorities when it comes to offences committed. And to think that someone could come to this country and escape from this accommodation is very concerning indeed.
Would you say that the blame should be laid right at the very top? Priti Patel.
Yes.
I mean, before her, people actually said that Theresa May was a relatively competent manager of what is an incredibly difficult government department. She didn't win many favours for things such as police cuts, stop and search. But it does seem to me that there have been a huge amount of failings since Patel was in charge.
Yes, and I think Priti Patel has garnered this reputation of being a very hard-headed, strong and severe Home Secretary. But actually, under her watch, net migration has gone to over 1 million a year. So the disparity between the image and the PR versus what actually is delivered by the Home Office is vast. Now, it seems to me that while she's a great pick for PR and the image of the Cabinet, she's not actually a particularly useful legislator. Now, you talk about Theresa May, she was in that post for a long time, I think the longest Home Secretary we've had in living memory. And that basic level of competence is precisely what's needed in that post, and Priti Patel does not seem to be providing it whatsoever.
I mean, when it comes to what the UK could and should be doing, and where are the solutions here? The government came out of a plan to try and stop boats from coming, a deterrent through the threats of deportations to Rwanda. When they get here, they're being put in hotels. Where else should we put them? What could we actually be doing?
Well, you could build more detention centres. I'm in favour of more prisons, more detention centres. We're spending £5 million a day on hotels, on storing migrants who shouldn't be here in the first place. That's a ludicrous sum. So I'm very much in favour of creating new centres to store these people. And also we should actually try and do something to prevent our borders from being so porous that they might as well not exist. So smash the gangs that are operating in northern France, embolden the security services and the National Crime Agency to start taking out some of these people, as the Australian government did, dealing with its own illegal immigration problem. We are definitely too soft on these criminal gangs. We allow them to operate with near impunity in northern France and across Europe. It's time we actually hit them hard.